So Gaffer, just touching on Saturday, a great win, wasn't it, against Barnsley?
Yeah, I mean, it was a really good win for us. It was important that we got the 3 points, and in the manner that we got it as well. It was a good goal from our point of view because we worked on it during the week, and Kieran was able to get his fourth goal of the season. He's done really well for us since coming along from Huddersfield. It's important that he keeps on scoring, and it was a fantastic win.
You mentioned before about consistency, especially after the Ipswich game. You must have been delighted with the lads for maintaining the same level of performance throughout the 90 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, especially at home, I think that the supporters have seen the way we played against Ipswich, and we took that into the Burton Albion game as well, and then obviously on Saturday. And Barnsley was always going to be a tough game because they've just come down from the Championship. They were sitting in sixth position, and to get ahead in the game allowed us to defend the lead, which we did really well, and kept a clean sheet.
You said last week there'll come a time when it all clicks together. Of course, we can't get too carried away given it's still relatively early in the season. But has Saturday's performance gone a long way in terms of things clicking for you?
I think that we have, throughout the season, we haven't had the results sometimes that the performances have, warranted. I think that some of the games we've played in, we've done well. We've come up against tough opposition. We understand that. We've come up against opposition that we probably feel that we should have taken points from. But as a collective unit, they are coming together. We're still missing some creativity in our team. But what we have got is we've got a physicality. We've got a willingness to do well and get results.
As we know, like you touched on, we've been desperately unlucky with injuries so far. When you look at Saturday's performance and other spells like the first half against Ipswich and the Forest Green win, does it give you confidence knowing that we're still a number of first-team players to return to the fold?
Yeah, I mean, I think that is the good part about it. To be without the ones we have been for a long period of time has hampered us. We haven't been able to change either the squad or even from a substitute point of view, but we've still got 6 players that were out on Saturday that can come back in, and that will only benefit us in the coming weeks.
A word for Kieran Phillips, after the Harrogate game where he could have scored perhaps 4 or 5. What does it say about his character that he can bounce back and score the winner in a game like it was on Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, he's a goal scorer, and he gets himself into positions to score goals, and that's what we've taken him in to do. And that's why these strikers will go through spells where they'll score loads of goals, and then they go in a spell where they don't. But Kieran is in a very good vein of form. We're obviously looking for others to get the goals as well, and help us going forward.
As we know, it's important not to get too high when we win, too low when we lose. What's been your message to the lads since Saturday?
Yeah, we've gone to a big game on Tuesday night against Cheltenham because they're the ones that are not far ahead of us in the league. They got promoted at the same time as us, and we both were able to stay in League One last season. League One this season is far more competitive than it was last year, but you can see from the league table that a run of wins can really push you up quite quickly. It's extremely tight, and now we're in touch and distance of a good number of teams.
A lot's been made about the togetherness and the team spirit within the squad. Given it's already positive, just what can Saturday's result do in terms of morale?
Yeah, I mean, I think from a player point of view and a club point of view, the only important thing is winning football matches. Yes, a draw is good at times, depending on the opponents you're playing at or the time in the game. But the 3 points certainly, gets you, quickly up the table. And you have to look at, where we could have been if we have, a couple more wins on the board. But from our point of view, the team spirit is very good. I think that the players have got that willingness to do well, as they've shown on Saturday.
You touched on the table. I think 3 points tomorrow night could take us up to 20th. Is it something that you focus on a lot, or is it something? Is it important that you just take it a game at a time?
We take it a game at a time, but we obviously look at the table in a way that how many teams can we catch on any given day, and we've closed the gap between ourselves and 16th place to 5 points. So that is certainly a bit that we're looking at, because we want to try and pull these teams into the equation. And we're already seeing in the league that there's a number of teams falling in the right direction to us, which is downwards.
2 long away trips coming up this week, like you've already said. Cheltenham on Tuesday night, a team you've come up against a number of times previously. What are your thoughts going into that?
Yeah, we're going there to try and win the match. We've played them before at the start of 2 seasons ago when we won. It's a really nice venue to go to from the point of view the pitch is in really good condition. The home supporters create a really good atmosphere, but from our point of view, we want to go there and try and win the game.
I suppose it's similar to the Burton game a few weeks ago. In terms of their performance on the pitch, they've struggled a little bit. That emphasises that it is a big game for both teams.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the same way in all games. But the thing is that we can obviously catch Cheltenham by getting the 3 points on Tuesday night. That's what we're going to try and do, and putting us in a much better position. We then pull a number of other teams into it, and the result against a top 6 side on Saturday, it does give us confidence.
And finally, they lost away to Burton at the weekend. That just emphasises the point that you've already made about just how tight it is towards the bottom of League One.
Yeah, I mean, we can see we had a very competitive game against Burton, and it's not easy. And they've, come off a really good win, Burton, the other night against Cheltenham. So we understand the game we're going into, and we understand the formation of Cheltenham, and we take it from there.